Hello everyone, my name is Dracoman and welcome back to another Redstone video. For those of you who are wondering about my stream on Twitch, I probably won't be streaming again, at least until I get a better computer, because this is just a laptop and it's just not the greatest, and my frames per second were terrible, and my Minecraft crashed like halfway through the stream, so I just had to stop really soon, which I'm very sad about. But yeah, we probably won't be streaming again until I get a better computer at least. But in this video, I'll be creating a contraption using every single redstone component that I can think of or that I know of. I think I want this contraption to, final thing that I want to do is to open this flush 2x2 piston door. This block right here will be the input for our contraption, and then underneath it we're going to have a piston with this here and some water in there, and then underneath it right about there we will have this detecting the water and going into the next part of the circuit. And then in the next part I will be using just a bunch of trapdoors, and then we will use observers to detect those trapdoors firing, and that will lead up into these doors right here, which will all fire once, and then we can take that signal and use this, and I think if we get a different color of wool here, we can actually use that signal to go and set off some TNT. Ooh, this will be interesting. I'll just use some barriers to hold it in, but then I think if we grab some water, we can just that's not where I wanted to put the water, gosh dang it. Put the water in there. Oh gosh, it's going everywhere. There we go, and since there's no barrier block right where I was standing there, then the TNT should come here, sit here, and then hopefully blow up this, which will turn off this and set off a different part of the contraption. We're testing it, and I was fairly certain TNT could not blow up extended pistons. That is disappointing, honestly. I actually just came up with a really funny idea, which was, what if we put a chicken in here and then block this off, and that ways, once the TNT kills the chicken and breaks the pressure plate, I guess, then this torch will turn on and we'll get another output. Okay, that should work. Okay, so I just realized that if the chicken tries to get off it, it does momentarily turn on, which is a problem. But I guess it can't really go anywhere except for there. So if I go over here, it tries to get off. It can't get off the pressure plate for very long, at least until it's killed, which means we can actually use this chance to add a pulse extender in here. It'll just be a little one, as you can see here, but then when it turns off finally, then this railway right here, which will go, I guess we could probably bring it around this way. We can put a rail on, or a minecart on here and light that up, and then we can have that come over here and drain out, and then once it's fully drained out, we could activate a different part of the circuit. So when the chicken dies, this minecart full of stuff will travel around up here onto this part right here, which when all of the items have drained into this chest here, this comparator will detect all of these items, go through all 15 pieces of this redstone, and set off the next part of the circuit, which will be a fancy Nancy light show. And then once it reaches the end here, we will grab a, what's it called, a dropper, and it will fire an item into a water stream, which will take the item somewhere. I've also decided that I might as well put some note blocks in here somewhere. Okay, so how this should work is when the item drops into this stream here, it will drop through this string, which will make this observer fire twice, which will go into a monostable circuit to make this block right here go forward one block. And then once the item reaches this pressure plate here, which it actually should do fairly quickly, then we can connect it up into an AND gate, so that when this pressure plate is down and this block is forward, then we can hook it up to the next part of the circuit. And actually, this is almost done. I don't know how many more blocks or pieces we have to go through yet. And then when the AND gate activates, it will push this forward, which will it'll make use of this sunlight detector thing here, or daylight detector, and then it will send a pulse around here into this block, which will be one block further, and then all the way over into this torch tower, which will go up and activate the door, or deactivate it actually. Okay, here we go. I tested it and it didn't work for the first couple times, but I've fixed it and now it all works, or at least it all should work. So if you go ahead and flip this lever, that will push this cauldron out of the way. These doors should click once after these trap doors activate, and then that will send a pulse through here, which should put TNT into here, kill the chicken, and the pressure plate probably, and then this pulse extender here, oh my gosh, I don't know why that took me so long to think of the word, will send off this chest full of beautiful diorite up all the way over here, and it will drain into this chest down here, and once that slowly fills up, it will activate all of these gates individually, and then come over here and turn this on, which will play a little tune, and then it should drop an item into this string, which will activate this, which will power this redstone, and then the item will flow over here, land on this pressure plate, and power this this observer, which should push up the block and complete the AND gate, and then that will push this target block over top of this thing here, and then the redstone will connect to the target block and set off this torch tower, which will then open the door. Okay, let's see if all of that goes to plan. Doors, TNT, chicken is killed. Minecart goes off, good, and it is draining. Oh dear, this is gonna take incredibly long time. Nobody's gonna notice if I just speed up the process quick. Here we go. Okay, well, there are the gates, and the pulse still has quite a ways to go, so let's do a little bit more here. Okay, that didn't break anything, I just accidentally broke that block. Okay, but so the pulse has reached to about right here. Still has 3 to go, and I did drop some, so it's not actually going to complete itself. So we get those in there. Might as well just get this last bit in here. And we should hear the little tune playing soon once that repeater lights up. Oh, there it is. There's the tune. The item was dropped in. Oh, there's the end gate. And the door is open. Oh my gosh, I went so fast I totally missed it. But there's the door. The 2x2 flush piston door opened up after I used all the components, the redstone components in Minecraft, plus a couple more blocks, just because. But that is all I have for you today. So if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like down below. And if you really enjoyed it, then consider subscribing, because that'll help out a lot. But yeah, I'll see you next time.